Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Super Sudokoid, where we're in the process of trying to draw two orange lines from these things that go through all of these orange dots in a non-decreasing capacity that don't cross the thermos, although I think we've decided that by don't cross the thermos means we can touch the tip. And I've gotten rather stuck over here, so I'm going to try and look at this grid and see today if I can get any progress on this grid in terms of what these things might be able to be. I'm in particular a little concerned about how this line is possibly going to make it over to here. In particular, if it's this line that grabs this dot. I don't think this line can grab that dot, but maybe. I'm now looking at this white dot and seeing that these two digits are opposite high-lowity. So actually, if I just want to ignore the business with the path for the moment, because of the fact that these two digits are opposite high-lowity, these two digits are opposite high-lowity, using the German whisper and the white dot, which means that one of these is 1-3. So that's like a virtual 1-3 pair. So this is always an 8 or a 9. Okay, so we could do that without even sort of resorting to thinking about these things. So I think, actually, if I believe what I've said about the line, that means the line just does have to go like that. I don't think I get any flexibility about that. But then I still have to figure out how on earth am I getting out of the grid through this dot, because something has to go through this dot. Is it possible that I come at this dot through some weird path that goes through there? That seems actually plausible. Maybe I actually go through there to get to this dot. Yeah, that seems very plausible. I think I could get this dot from above instead of from below. So what I'm thinking about here as I try to contemplate the nature of the multiverse and everything is how I'm ever getting this dot if it's from here, given that I'd have to go from here to here. And no matter how I get out of this box, it seems like this number ends up being very, very, very low. And in particular, I know I've got to get this down to 4, 5, 6 at the very least. And so if I come up here, my next number down I could go to is a 6. If I take another number in this box, it's a 5. So I certainly can't go here, because then I'm going to need to take 3 more numbers in this box unless I can, like, pachinko out of the grid somehow, but I can't really see that in my head in a way that could work. But I can now see a world where we actually go like that, and it's plausible as a thing here that I think I had not considered before. In which case I would certainly need this to be a 3, right? Basically, I think I'm arguing this 8 can't take this, so this has to take this, in which case, well, this isn't the 5, but in which case the line has to look like this, morally speaking. In which case, then, this has to be a 3, because it has to be larger than that. And so that gives me a 3, 2, 1. And is that all right? Okay, so yeah, I think that is right. I think that's what we're supposed to be seeing here. Okay, this is a 3, 2, or 1 as well. This is a 2 or a 4. This is a 4. Oops. Okay, and then we've unlocked through this method of filling. Oh, right, we got some story, and we also have that ball chutes are zippers. Okay, what's the story? Uh, you're in luck. Among the fire and brimstone, the volcano has spit out an upgrade cache that must have fallen into the caldera long ago. Inside the cache lies a slightly singed morph ball upgrade, complete with fire decals. Okay, we've got a bunch of those things sort of floating around over here. So let's come over to this one and let's look at the morph ball stuff. So that's a sum of 4. So this needs to be a 1 and that a 3. I've understood that correctly, right? So this is a 2 or a 4. It's not a 4. So that's a 2. This isn't a 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. This digit is a naked 1, actually, because it needs to be part of a sum to 6. And it is not 1, 2, 3, 4, or sorry, it's not 2, 3, 4, or 5, so it's a 1. Which means that somewhere over here, if this went straight, that would be a 5, but I don't actually know where the 5 is. It does mean that these aren't 1, so this is a number that's consecutive with 6, 7, 8. So it is itself a 6, 7, 8, or a 9. It seems to be what I am seeing. This number is part of a sum to 4, and it's not a 1 or a 3, so it's a 2, which makes that a 2. And that's not a violation of Sudoku because this is in the wall. Okay, well, this is certainly not a 7 if it's part of a sum to 7. That's not a 5 because that would be a 2. So this is a 1 or a 3 only. Okay, 4, 6 is consecutive with 3, 5, or 7. Not 7, because there's a 7 down there. This universe. See, I see there's also one of these little chutes here. So this number needs to be at least 3, because it's a sum of 2 numbers within the same box. So this is at least 3. It's not 4. Could maybe be 5. It's not 6, 7, 8, and it could be 9. Okay, I don't think that helps an enormous amount. Yeah, this is like a weird sort of amount of Sudoku that's happening over here. So if there's ever going to be another 1, 2 in this box, it has to go here. But we certainly don't know that there needs to be another 1, 2 in the box. Certainly know that this number is a 1 or a 2. I'm confident in saying that. Okay, these are certainly from 6, 7, 8, 9, just based on pencil marks that are apparent to us. Oh, this is known to be a 6, right? Yes. Okay, this has been true in this grid for a long time. I think I got distracted from this grid because we unlocked something. This is a 7, 8, 9 triple over in this grid, and one of these two is the 7 in it, so therefore that's the 6. But then that makes this the 8, which makes this the 7, which makes that the 9. I don't know if that's going to be at all useful, but it is at least sort of describable. These digits are not 1, 2, aren't 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are an 8, 9 pair. I don't know how useful that is. These are 6, 7, or 8, just by the row. That one's not 8, that one's not 7. I feel like I have to interrogate this sort of combination more carefully. Like this, like all the high digits pencil marked into this box make me a little suspicious that I am supposed to see something that I'm not seeing. Ah, this number here I see is not a 1, 2, or a 3. So that means this certainly isn't a 3. This could only actually even get away with being a 5 if this was a 4 and that was a 1. Okay, so this number is at most 5. Looking back over that direction. I don't know how useful that is. So we've got sort of we've got a degree of freedom in this row in the sense that we've got a random digit that's missing. I do know that one of these 3 numbers is an 8. Just by Sudoku into this box. So if either of these is an 8, it goes with a 9. If this is an 8, then that's a 9. So this is never a 9 at the very least. That doesn't seem like a hugely useful deduction, but maybe it's somehow more useful than it looks. No, I was going to say I know what the even digits on these are, but I don't. One of them has the even digit 8. The other one could be 6 or 4. It's definitely not 2. Like the 2 in this box is sort of corner marked crisscross ways. Ah, the 2 in this box is placed. Oh, there we go. That is more progress than we've made in this grid in some time. This is a 2, right? Yeah. Just by examining that it doesn't actually fit on this dot. So that makes that a 1, which makes that not a 1, which actually tells me this is a 9 that I'm looking for over here. This isn't a 2, so this isn't a 1. If that's not a 1, this isn't a 6. So now that's an 8 or a 9, so this is also an 8 or a 9. Okay, there we go. Sometimes it's the small things that you're missing. This is a 6 or a 7. Those don't go next to 3 or 4, so that's a 1, which makes that a 2. Let's see. That is not a 9. That's not a 2. So this is a 3 or a 5. 3 goes with 6. 5 goes with 4. Right? Everything's fine. Yeah. The 1 in this box is now placed here, actually. Okay. These are both from 3, 4, 5, 6. This can't be a 7 anymore because it would make that a 6, which would break that cell. This digit is... looks to me like it could be 2 or 3, but not 4. It looks like it could be 5, but not 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this is a 2, 3, 5. Oh, I have a 4, 5, 6 triple in this column out of nowhere. So that means that this is a 7 or a 9. To be honest, it's kind of the opposite of the thing that I wanted. I wanted this to be a 4, 5, 6 so that I could roll 5 out of that cell, but what are you going to do? There's nothing... Oh my god, how did I not see this? There's a 2-cell arrow that sums to 2. Lord. Okay. I think I was probably supposed to see that. So that probably actually would have made this considerably easier, actually, if you now look at that. Well, that's a 2, so that's a 4. So from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 3 or a 5. Okay, so now I got a whole new grid to look at in particular. I don't know how much I'm supposed to bounce around and how much I'm supposed to be trying to meaningfully focus on something, but so that has made this a 3, I see, because of that 1, 2, which makes this be a 4 and a 5. Okay, so this number, I don't think it's quite restricted enough. Be useful. It's close. Okay, so these are inverse thermos. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, this is not 4, so that's at least 5. So this is at least 6. 8, 7, 6, 5, and then fill in the middle. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is from 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I mean, this is on a green line, so it's not a 5. So this is actually a 1, 2, 8, 9 on both sides, just based on that, although that's not the most exciting pencil mark that we've ever seen. Oh, here's another of these 4 zippers. The 4 zipper probably needs a 3 over here, because these two cells obey Sudoku and sum to 4. So they need to be 1, 3, and 3 needs to be this one. So these are a 1, 2. These can be 1, 2, or 3. We don't know. Does make that not a 3. This has become not a 1. So this is now at least 2. So this is at least, and it can't be 3. So this is at least 4. And so now this is at least, so now this is a 6, 7. So now, so now this is just an 8. Is that right? Yeah, because this needs to be, oh, sorry, no, this can be 7 still. It's an 8, 9. Does make these be from 1, 2. Some 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just based on how that worked. Okay, so this white dot here, it sees 1, 2, 3. So these numbers are from at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I know this one's never a 5. It's either 9 or low. But this also sees 1, 2, 3. Okay, I see what they did here. This is very good setting. This 1, 2, 3 triple is seen by both of these cells on this German whisper, which means that the low digit in these two cells is a 4, and a 4 can't go there because drinking game, you can't put 2 9s next to a 4 in the same box. So that's the 4, and that's the 9, and now that makes that the 5, which makes that the 3, which then comes back over and removes 3 from these, which removes 2 from them, guarantees that the odd digit on this white dot is a 5, which now makes that a 6, 7, 8, 9 over there. All good. Okay, so that's an actual 4 or 5 pair. This is a 1 or a 2 because it's low, and it's not a 3 or a 4. Let's see. What are we doing with this? Something maybe? Who knows? Okay, so we've got in this box, we've got to actually fill in all the rest of the digits. So we've got 1, 3. We're missing a 2, an 8, and a 9, it looks like. It's not a 9. So one of these two is a 9. Not insanely helpful. This 4, 5, by the way, is on a track with a 7. So this needs to be a 2 or a 3 always. This number is at the very least 4. Just by the virtue of the fact that it's the sum of these two numbers plus that number. And ergo, this number, which sums to 7 with it, is from 1, 2, 3. Now, we can actually do a little bit of looking at these two clues together to see that 4 here actually doesn't work, because if this is a 4, it makes that a 3, but if this is a 4, it needed to be a 1 or a 2. And so that's not a 4, it's a 5 or a 6. 5 here makes that a 2, which would mean I need to make these two... yeah, 5 doesn't actually work, but in a really psychotic way, I think. 5 doesn't work because if this is a 5, now that's a 2, and I need to make these two numbers sum to 3, so they need to be 1, 2, but that's a problem because if these two are 1, 2, and that one's the 2, this one's the 1, and it has nothing to white dot with. So I think this just has to be a 6 with a 1. Just by that, although that's a little like gritty for my personal tastes. Although I'm not at all claiming that that was the intended way to do it, but I just checked it and it worked. So this number is at least 2. And it can't even be a 2 because you can't put a 2 on a white dot. It would go with a 3 and it would break that. So this number is at least 3. So this can only be a 3 or a 4, which means this can only be a 1 or a 2, since those seem to add to 5. Again, this can't be a 2, so this has to be a 3, 4, 5, and it can't be a 3 or a 4. So apparently this needs to be a 5 with a 4, which makes that a 1. Gets us into that grid, makes that a 5 and a 4. That being a 4 has made that be a 3. Let's see, what are these digits then? Could be 2, not 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be 7, 8, or 9. Yeah, they can be basically anything they want is the answer. But that 1 there has at least resolved that this is a 2, which notably has no impact on this cell over here. Okay, but now this cell can't be a 1 because it would make that a 0. So this goes 3, 4, and that unlocks a story beat, I believe. We have unlocked story beat. I think that was 13. You find... Did we ever read 10? Oh, yeah, we did. I think so. Yeah, but we have not read this one. You find people, refugees, huddling in a small makeshift camp. They greet you warmly once they realize you're not one of Work's goons. The warmongering alien is using the planet as a base for his conquest of the solar system, forcing its people to scavenge for dangerous old technology of their ancestors to use as advanced weapons. The people in the camp are trying to escape their oppressors, but resources are running low. You promise to help, but reaching Work's fortress up on the cliffs above will be near impossible. The camp's elders hand you a suit upgrade and suggest you explore the nearby water basin. It's been untouched by scavengers due to the number of large, deadly predators living there, and may still contain something of use. You steel yourself for what lies ahead. Water cells must have a surrounding water cell that differs by 1. I see. So we have that now, having found this. I don't know if we found any water cells yet, but if we find them, that will be helpful. Alrighty, but we're going to wrap up today's video there, but we'll be back soon with more Sudokuvanias, or Sudokoid, super, whatever. So thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back soon. Bye for now.